What happened over 2 years that helped me go from taking a photo like this one to taking a photo like that one? That's what we're talking about in this video. And this is the perfect video for this week's Photo Friend Challenge. If you're in our group, we're doing a challenge all about reflections. So this one that I took earlier in the year, we don't get much rain here in Southern California. So this was a special photo that I captured. It's actually one of my favorite photos that I've ever captured. And it might be a favorite photo, the ultimate favorite photo that I've taken of something in my hometown. So I wanted to just talk about why I think as a photographer and an artist, I went from taking the photo a couple years ago that it's a all right photo. It's not that great of a photo. It was during a photo walk. It was a photo that I shared here on my YouTube channel before on one of my previous photo adventures. But after looking at it compared to this more recent photo, I realized that there's really no comparison. And I think you would probably agree. So technically, let's just talk about the differences in these two photos. The first one was shot, I believe, on a 50mm lens. And so it's sort of a tighter crop. The second photo was a super wide angle. I believe it was with the 10-18 Fuji lens. And in terms of the subject matter itself too, it's the same subject. So it's really showcasing how you can dramatically change an image of the same subject. And it's not even a moving subject. It's not a person where you can put them in a different location. It's the same location. And I think really when it comes down to what makes the new photo a lot better, it's that moment in time that I was able to capture. So the sky, which I brightened up, I made a little more saturated. This is an artistic edit, I would say. It has that blue in the sky. It's got those clouds in the sky that make it so much more dynamic. And that alone would have made this photo better, in my opinion, compared to the older one, which is just a completely overblown sky. I don't know if it's overcast or if it's just so bright that I had to expose properly to the building so that the sky is just completely overblown. And you know, it's a photo you might see in a newspaper article about this old train depot. Maybe you would, put it on their social media, but the newer one is one that is more of a piece of art. And I also framed it much, much differently. I saw this puddle that was on the ground. I got super low to it and I was able to get this reflection. I also got a couple other photos at the same time with the reflection, doing a landscape photo, portrait option. And then also there was a different puddle with a leaf where I captured that leaf in focus with the depot in the background. And that reflection just adds something completely different. The photo with the reflection, like I said, here in Southern California, we only get rain a few times a year in the recent years. And so getting that perfect moment where these puddles were there, and of course you can do that. I've seen the TikTok tricks where you put a puddle of water using a bottle of water, but really capturing this moment with the sky, it only happened in a moment, really, in a day, in a few hours, where the sun was perfect like this, the lighting was perfect like this. And I think as a photographer, that is where I've transformed most over the past couple of years, where it takes that extra bit of effort to go to that place in the right moment, to know ahead of time, perhaps, the location or the photo that you want to get, but you have to wait and be prepared to go capture that moment when the lighting's right, when the weather's right. And if you're traveling, if you're doing things like that, you might not be able to do that every single time. But I think if you're there sitting and trying to figure out how can you improve as a photographer, that's the key thing. It's not necessarily technically anything that's better. The exposure is fine in both. The The technology doesn't make one photo better than the other. It's a wider lens versus a close-up lens or more crop lens. But other than that, technically, it's a very similar image. It's the moment that's different. So at least that's what I see in myself. Let me know in the comments below which photo you like. Maybe you like the other one better, or what you see as an improvement. And also, if you have other tips and have seen improvement yourself, let us know down below what you have done to improve your photography in the past couple of years. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see your reflection photos. Post them on Instagram. Tag me, Video School Online, Will, and Sam. Post it to the group. And I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful work this week. Thanks so much and have a beautiful day. Bye.